stone slates. It seems like...
Perhaps we should just leave them be for now.
There are 4 locations in total, but only 3 stone slates.
The surrounding walls also...
There's something written below. Let Paimon see. Reason?
It feels like someone left these slates and these words here.
That would fit the circumstances dictated by the prophecy, yes. Indeed, the slates
There's a person kneeling here. She seems so dedicated. And there's a whole bunch...
And is that Lady Farina in the 3rd image?
And is that a ring of people around him?
The 4th image. I know...
The people will all be dissolved into... More information should be hidden in these slates, but I fear I cannot easily uncover...
Don't blame yourself, Monsieur Neuvillette.
Ooh, the Paimon's getting the chills just look. This says that it's the history of the future. Still...
That's right! If the images are in chronological order, shouldn't the 4th, the waters drowning Fontaine, come
And yet the order is reversed here.
If we go by timing, Lady Farina only emerges in...
Egeria, then. I had never met her, but the previous Archon kneeling before the floating island in the skies, as if confessing a sin.
Did she herself commit that sin? Also, I'm still wondering...
But who would have created these...
It seems that any further clues will have to come...
In that case, there's no time to lose.
Yeah, we better get somewhere safe for now.
Let's split up here. I'm going to check on what's happening with the Spina.
You still have energy for that, Navia?
Just head back to the Fleuve.
I'll depart as well. Thanks for your hard... Traveler, I will go talk to Farina tomorrow. I'm sure that you're concerned about this matter as well. If you have time, drop by my office.
Are you really gonna talk to her?
She has long been harboring secrets, and will not give them up.
Alright,
I will be
Traveler, Paimon, our safe house at the Fleuve Cendre is always open. All right.
Welcome back. We've got a...
Yay! And there's good food! Hyman's already starting to forget what happened.
Oh, that voice. Is that...
Huh?
It's you two. Seriously, nobody just uses a scry glass.
Still, we didn't expect to see you here.
Well, I have some business to attend to here, so I booked a hotel in the city. Why did you think I was from Fontaine, though? Well, I used to have my own surname, which was
well, some other thing. Either way, there was nothing for it, really. She really is amazing at astrology, so I changed my name to what it is now according to her wishes. To my Nope. Although it is used by us in...
Wow! Imagine including a boast in your name.
I reckon so. In any case, I'd give my disciple a name like this as well, if Astromancer Barbeloth Trismegistus.
Whoa, that's a lot.
My name means Mona the Great Astrologist. As for the old hag, hers is, in plain speech, the
Thrice as great?
I know, right? That's just how she is. She used to call...
Talk about
Megistus is thus the calling card of our school, so to speak, which makes it about the same as a surname. It's all right if you don't get...
That sounds terrible! But anyway, you're not Fontanian, are you, Mona? You're from...
Well, I was born in Mondstadt, yes. My parents migrated to Dornman Port, and I...
Oh, that's a good thing then. At least we know you won't...
Speaking of that, I'm sure you're aware that a bunch of things have happened here in Fontaine, right? I know you're not a... There's something ominous about it. Well, the water, I mean. That was the main reason, yes. Just a while back, the Steambird invited me to take... The invitation was sent quite early on.
What do you make of that prophecy, Mona?
What I can tell you is that I'm an astrologist, and that this prophecy concerns the fate of I'm afraid that this is not something that just anyone... But on the flip side, the prophecy is so huge and powerful.
A visionary? Sounds...
Of course. The old hag could do it, and I'd bet there are others amongst those Hexenzirkel colleagues. Huh?
Thanks, Mona. You're a...
Oh, well...
That's the greatest of astrologists...
Indeed, indeed.
Oh, sorry. I came to see what all the commotion was about. If there's
Oh, whoops. Guess we were getting a little too carried away there. Well, I'll go tend to my own business now.
And there she goes, quick as rushing water. And here we are with the Spina guy giving us suspicious looks. Right, but we were able to recruit Mona's help, didn't we? Good morning. To be honest, I'm still feeling. But it's time to get up, traveler. We agreed to go see Neuvillette, so let's pack.
You're here! Finally! Monsieur Neuvillette and Lady Farina, they...
Like I said, I've already explained everything!
And yet the problem has not been properly solved. There is little space for excuses between us. It is not my intention to offend you, but please, look at this.
You mean...
We did not arrive in time to avert the... I will say this once more. Yesterday, I found 3 stone slates in some...
Seriously? You're questioning me like this is a court case now. But...
That's correct. The second of these slates depicts the previous Hydro Archon Egeria kneeling
I don't. I've never...
I'll ask you again. My deciphering of the slates indicates that the Hydro Archon Ajiri...
All gods don't have the same secrets, you know. She was herself and I'm me. I understand your concerns, but...
Forgive me for saying this now, Lady Farina, but there are several indications that you have been investigating the... This is not strange in itself, considering that you are the Hydro Archon. But it is strange. You have never been as superficial as you have presented yourself to be, nor are you...
Well, since you know about my secret investigations, there's no point questioning or suspecting me. You're the Eudix, but you're still my subordinate. You should just trust in me, your Archon, and do as I... That's all I have to say. We do not Oh!
Did Farina not notice us standing by the door? Wonder what's up with her. She was smart.
I assume you've been outside...
Oh!
She was in a great panic, though I cannot discern the reason. Still, I do not understand. Dialogue. Everyone in her inner circle has noticed that she is hiding some secret. The issue is her attitude. We may have to create a situation.
Oh?
Normally, people will only reveal the truth when standing trial. Perhaps...
But Farina
we will need to consider that... If at all possible, I would prefer to... This may be cruel to her, but all fun... But who will...
Well, that's everyone, huh? Speaking of which, it was pretty smart of you to think of hiding here.
Poisson was just involved in a disaster, so
And here you are drinking tea like...
that's what families should do. Sit and enjoy.
It's nice to enjoy tea here, you know? Care for a cup?
Lend me your ears, everyone. Or perhaps one of you might like to start us off. How about you, friend?
Me?
Then, how about you, good sir?
I fear that I will cause the mood on this boat to become as...
Well then, I guess we're lucky we've got a local like me to organize things.
That was a little long-winded, don't you?
Oh, you might be right. Anyway, to cut to the... As for what that is, well, let's start by saying that we'll be pooling...
Oh?
Well, it's just an expression, really. One that I just learned from Chlorand. And you...
Huh? Didn't you...
Oh, come now. Your work doesn't involve much public speaking, right? This is a good chance to practice.
I see.
He is glad that you consider him your boss.
In that case, do any of you have experience hunting?
Not that I recall.
Fremine and I once used a wooden stick in a basket to catch wild rabbits when we were younger. As for...
I've also...
I'm afraid not. You may or may not have heard, but Fontaine once played though that was their name. They did not hunt animals. Today, Fontaine's monster population has already... A trap comprises of the following components. Bait. So, if we were to build a trap...
For me, I would prefer something basket-shaped. Pigeons and rabbits will... Our line of work requires a deft hand.
You used some of those techniques while moving the people of Poisson, didn't you? My subordinates mentioned that you even perform some
Yes, and I even managed to gather some intelligence in the meantime.
I'm afraid I can't claim that as my strong suit. I prefer more stable methods, like placing bait.
Calm and steady. Exactly.
And I can be their assistant.
With discretion.
I'd probably use some sort of mechanical animal. Papa once bought me some small clockwork squirrels. I remember that you liked those.
I did. And that would be a good way to go about it. If they're
What about you, Monsieur Neuvillette?
I fear I do not have...
That makes sense. You usually solve problems directly, but I do have one more question. If we were to create a trap now, how would you...
I would like for it to be effective, but bring no harm to the prey.
Kind, as always. If we wanted to kill the prey in one strike, we would need a powerful implement. However, that also goes for prey that...
Wait, why is...
Only a hunter who's a true expert at subduing their prey can snare it without harming it. The line that...
Huh. We hadn't thought of seeing ourselves...
If our means of capturing and dealing with our prey is to put them on track, but we shall require much more courage than any...
Oh, so...
It's been a tough few days, hasn't it? So much has been happening. Paimon thought they'd be at least a little frightened. Well, Fremen they was, now that Paimon thinks about it, but everyone else just looked a little surprised. It's hard to say. After all, you're the most reliable person. Did you just pour some... Then what? Paimon's never seen...
Don't be frightened. Aw.
Wait.
The voice from the sky. You're feeling lost. Consider me the prophecy.
What?
I believe you have witnessed a failed attempt with your own eyes. Just as prophecy are the things that you...
What?
I believe that you understand ultimately. This...
The voice. Hey, it's you who...
Well, I see I've walked in on some lively banter.
Mona!
Fine, just fine. Not all Fontanians are pessimistic about this. One journalist mentioned that sitting around and waiting for the end to come would be wrong, and that they
did she have...
Why, yes, it was Charlotte. I'm in full support of her view. Prophecies are very important, but how can people allow...
That's right! Paimon's glad to...
Yes. About what we had... Huh? Goodness gracious. Are you serious?
She said that even the god's gaze has blind spots. Pretty bold if you...
The Hex and Circle members are certainly anything but ordinary. As for the mage named N, the old hag has mentioned her a few times. But I've never met her, and if she were still alive, she'd be... well, suffice it to say that the hag's at least a few hundred now.
Whoa. The Hex and Circle sounds like a scary group. But they must really stay in shape to...
Their abilities alone are pretty terrifying. If she came to see you personally...
Well, it's not like Paimon could understand anything she...
Yes, she was quite cryptic, but perhaps it is something... Traveler, Paimon?
Oh, we're fine. We're just a little down right...
I see. I guess you could consider me someone who has often witnessed... But even so, perhaps that's what N was trying to tell you. Not to lose... I did originally think of steering clear of all this, but I couldn't.
Huh. You do have a point.
There I go. It was worth trying to come. I suppose that might...
Paimon feels kind of moved by what Mona said. Hey, Traveler. Paimon said... Let's walk around the city, shall we? There's a few spots we always like to walk by.
Over here.
Lynette's not joining us today?
I've had her follow still. I don't think that today will be when Caesar passed before long. I had to...
Huh? Let Paimon see! The underwater stronghold, the Fortress of Meripede. My recent attempts to enter the fortress bore little fruit. Thus, did an Outlander friend become the focus of this? So while the fortress's interior remains a mystery behind cloak, journalist Charlotte's biggest scoop yet. The Charlotte took so many awesome... She hasn't been able to get a hold of anything at the fortress, so since we're easier to find, she's using... Ugh, seriously? Well, fine. Those headlines...
You neglected to mention that you were bringing 2 other people with you.
My apologies.
Oh, forget the pleasantries, just sit.
Get a load of this guy.
I only agree...
Much obliged, sir. Yesterday morning, I have to get to the bottom of this to enjoy...
What is there to investigate? Caesar was...
Please, sir, no...
Possibility, it's a fact. The weasel is dead. Period. Everyone knows.
Oh, sir, my pride is a...
Your pride?
I want to find out the...
What would that...
Uh-oh. This is...
Renzo? Is that... Oh,
Another day, I'm...
oh, come on.
If I wanted your...
Sorry, my good sir. I don't believe I've had the pleasure.
Oh, hey. This is your first... and he wonders why he can't get a girlfriend, despite being...
Shut up and get out of my face. Another word out of you... I think it's high time I made a move as well. If you really want to investigate this, Linny, be my guest. But if nothing good comes of it, don't say I didn't warn you.
Well, that fell to pieces.
Totally. He's gotta be...
I think so too. That guy Edmondo seems to know a thing or two about it. You okay there?
Oh, I say wait.
So, he was...
Hey. Don't go...
What kind of...
Don't even... take it from me. That's not...
And there he goes.
Shh. Don't say anything and don't look back.
We're here! Paimon's hungry. Should we go in and... Hey, quick! Look! That's the limited edition, only 60... It was so delicious the last time...
One slice of cake, please.
Someone showed up after... Oh, wait, you're the one from the Palais Mermonic.
Oh, are you here to buy cake too?
Wait,
That's right.
do you come here often?
Usually every day.
Every day?
It's part of my daily...
Then what if someone...
But why would it...
Well...
Oh, the profit... No, it's...
Huh.
Don't be sad. Excuse me, could I have... These 2 slices are for you.
Oh, you know, see...
I sure do. She said that I've got something else to do.
And there she goes. All right, let's dig in. It's more delicious. Sure would be nice if we could always eat delicious food. We're near the Seabird office. Let's go look for Charlotte and have a chat.
Search for.
Wow! If it isn't the Traveler and Paimon!
Ha! You've got some nerve!
Oh, you needn't. It's all right, though.
Really? Oh,
Still, what bring...
a friend of ours?
Ah, so you... So she mentioned...
She said that you're... Huh?
Oh, of course it doesn't.
Oh, yeah.
Why not?
Oh.
Oh, so that's a yes? Ooh, splendid! Ooh, so much...
Wait, Charlotte. Paimon's still got a question for you.
And what's that?
If, just for example, Fontaine were...
Huh. That's the prophecy you're talking about, isn't it? If you're seriously asking, then I might try and think of a way to leave Fontaine. Oh, but I'm still a journalist first and foremost. That means I have a duty to be reporting from what I've seen. So in all likelihood, I'd probably still be Just think about it. If this And then do you know what I'd do? Well, I'd write that... I'm not a dreamer. But anyway...
That's... so... Anyway, let's go and take a look at the sea, shall we? The sea breeze and scenery can be a pretty soothing combo, huh? Paimon's been thinking... If it wasn't Fontaine, but all of Tevat that would be destroyed tomorrow... Where would... No, but... We've always been moving to the next... You mean... still traveling? Huh. Wait, isn't that what we've always... Like you'll grow mold if you stay. But it's still better than the Fortress of Meripede, that's for sure. It's not only damp there, but salt.
Ah, so the two of you are still here.
Oh, you're from the Palais Mermonia, aren't you?
Yes, I'm Isadora. Monsieur Nervillet sent me to look for you two before. Not at all. I'm well aware that you're friends of his. Yes, inside the Opera House. The Maréchaussée Phantom has declared the incident a small-scale riot.
A riot?
Well, that said, Lady Farina was loudly accusing... And before the crowd continued.
So people have...
I agree.
So what happened after...
Seeing that the Maréchaussée Phantom...
So...
That's right. That said, I don't think there's much good.
Don't worry.
Is that so?
Well, sounds like we should hurry over to Poisson then. If we know Farina, and as we also... When Nervillet was... It would be hard... Paimon thinks for... Huh. Well, what do you think? In that case, there's... This place looks deserted. Guess all the survivors must have evacuated already. All that's left here are signs of death at station. Could Farina really be here? Let's try to find her as soon as possible. That's Farina, right over there.
What was meant to happen did happen. I'm sorry. I am so... Give up. I'm so... even do other than to... Who's that?
Don't worry, Farina, it's...
So, it is you, blonde traveler.
Farina, you were crying just...
What do you mean, tear stains? Who did that uncivilized rabble think they were? They even dared. Oh, and I'm sure
Hey, there she is! The Hydro Archon's over there! Quick, after...
Farina, those people seem to be after you.
They are? They're just some that's against the rules.
Farina just ran off! Quick, we have to get... This should be the place, right? Hey, Farina! There's a good hiding spot over here!
What?
Hurry, they're almost...
Fine. I suppose haste...